Well, good morning. You're watching Morning at NTV. Time for us to take note. In the studios, I'm joined by the chairperson of this year's Women's World Network Conference. That is Matthew Taktomoy. Did I say that right? Yeah. Good morning. And I have Elizabeth Kabanjira, who's the executive director of the Women's World Network. Good morning. Fresh. Yeah. It's just to give you an update, the 32 suspects who were arrested after the Arua by-election campaigns have all been arraigned in the Gulu High Court. Of course, we'll be bringing you pictures there. Ali Muvule is live and on standby. And just also an update from the Daily Monitor that the MP Katolo Wama says that he and a few others were involved in an accident on their way to Gulu. A few minor injuries, some actually in hospital, but of course we'll bring to you those in just a bit. So, the Women's World Network. I think Elizabeth, I'll start with you since you're the executive director.
Yes.
Just to explain to us what the Women's World Network is.
Yeah, Women's World Network is a Christian-founded media organization that highlights women's stories and girls. Basically, we focus on women and girls because we believe that women and girls have not been given the priority and time and space to have the visibility and also access to information. Yes, they do, but the percentages are really very low. So that's what Women's World Network is all about. But also we give media platform where we can have conversation.
Are you speaking about voice? I'm like, speak.
Yes.
Give us voice.
So we want to deepen the conversation about women, to have a kind of learning platform and connect with other people, with the world, with fellow women, and also to promote women, especially the African fiber women, to have their own space, you know, to inspire other women. So that's what Women's World Network is all about. So
it's been here for how long?
For 2 years now.
2 years now.
Yeah.
So let's just maybe break it down for people, because when you say you're giving us a platform, you're giving us a voice, what does that mean? Are you doing workshops for us? Are you doing, you know, are you skilling us? Are you giving us workshops to discuss what's on our minds? What kind of activities or things do you do?
Okay. Now, of course, in the media platform, we have the sessions and the meetings, conventions and symposiums, but also that's one of the platform.
It's called the media?
The media platform.
Media platform,
yeah. But also we want to have like talk shows and documentaries where we can have a deeper discussion of the stories, of the African story. But I cannot emphasize the African story. I think I should emphasize the women's story. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So the media platforms, who's involved? Is it just when you say media, I'm thinking media, us.
Yes. Now for us, we started it as a media house for women. Yeah. Only that we haven't grown to the capacity of NTV. Yeah. But we are going to be focusing on women and girls.
And what's your target age? Every woman, every girl?
Yeah, because everything can be discussed in media, whether it is health, whether it is agriculture, whether it is women issues, whether it is, but also involving other voices like men, because we can't do
it's important.
Them. Yeah, it's very important. So now among the activities, as we told you earlier, is the symposiums and the talks that we are coming up with, where we can have learning sessions together.
I hear you.
Yeah.
They said the importance of men.
Yeah.
You, Matthew, is the chairman, and I'm told you're chairman of this conference. Yeah. So this is the second conference.
This is the second conference.
Okay.
Yes.
Before you tell me about the conference, I mean, I'm assuming you work with a lot of women.
Yes.
The importance of a man's voice. She says we can't stress that enough.
Yeah.
What's the importance of a man's voice in women's issues?
It goes way back, even in the Bible. If we go back from the beginning of all things, where God had to create man and he had to bring Eve into the story, because it was important. Yes, he was enough. He was man, but again, there was something missing in the gap, because she's a helper suitable.
Yes.
But even in that place where we call in the Bible, she's called the weaker vessel. But even at the point where she's the weaker vessel, she is very vital. That is why she is there. Without her, we can't do certain things. There are things that are men-related that women can't do. And there are things that are women-related that men can do.
And the men can't necessarily do.
So both, there must be a balance.
Yes.
In the equation.
But Matthew, are we calling for a balance, or we're calling for inclusion? I'm asking that, Elizabeth, because they were asking us women, are you fighting for equality or just fighting for inclusion?
And the women's side?
Mm.
Oh no, we want, you know, I have always told people that it's not about like feminism, because when you talk about like feminism, it's like equality and justice. But if we can talk about like activism, can everybody get involved in here, you know, so that, because all of us are human beings.
Yes.
So why is it that men have enough space and women don't have? You know, we are so happy that you are interviewing us because you're a woman, and so you show the capabilities and abilities that women can do something what men can always do. So that's what we are saying. Breaking the stereotypes and the other traditional things that have been there for years, you know, so that all of us...
It's a long way to go,
yes,
Elizabeth.
but we start somewhere.
We start somewhere.
Yeah.
So Matthew, do you think women should be fighting for equality or inclusion?
No, it should be inclusion, basically.
Okay.
It should be inclusion, basically,
But
because... Not
You
really.
Yeah.
You see,
Why I mean...
you see Matthew, hey.
What I mean to say inclusion is the bit of equality is has been tackled, basically. Okay, we are there are a lot of people doing that, the place of equality. But now, can we go deeper than equality and go into inclusion, where we involve them in certain things?
Yes.
When you look at statistics, it will shock you that when the 32% of women are in probably, let me say, newsrooms in the evening hours, you see, that means the other percentage is men. But even beyond that, can we now give them the strength? Can we give them the hand for them to strive to that they can actually do better than what is actually given to them?
Yeah, I was just looking at the courtroom there, looking for the women there. But as you can see on the screens, we're giving you pictures live from Gulu High Court. That is the wife of the Honorable Sentamu Kyagulanyi, or aka Bobi Wine, a few of his friends and families. And remember, it's not just Honorable Kyagulanyi, it's all the 32, well now 33 from the Arua arrests who are in the Gulu High Court to hear charges against them. And after today, I guess it'll be, you know, we'll then know what to do next. I'm assuming from the last time, Honorable Bobi Wine or Robert Sentamu Kyagulanyi actually given access to medical care from his personal doctors, which was actually a directive, and of course the others as well. So we'll know. From what I've been seeing, I think comments were saying that most of them are either limping or look to be in pain. So you're saying what stories from there. But for now, we will have Ali Muvule come to us in a bit. Let's just come back here to studio. But those are the pictures you'll be seeing there from Gulu High Court, just to give you an update there. So we're fighting for inclusion. We're saying give women a chance. Because just before we came on, the IGG, a female, you know? Yeah. And we're saying that if you're doing inclusion, Elizabeth, don't just give us a position with no power. Yeah. You know? Yeah. They say women, give them that position because of inclusion. Because, you know, I know some companies where they actually have to hire for certain roles and they must have maybe a certain percentage of women. Must. Yes. Because but that's the policy. That's their policy. Yeah. But I've also had them say, just give these other roles that are weak, that are light, to women, just to have them included. Yeah. So even inclusion is hard to discuss. Yeah, it is hard to discuss because... but you don't laugh, these things are real. It is so hard to discuss, and I will tell you why. It's because also women, we are not ready for certain positions or roles. Yeah, because we think we are weaker, because we have been told for a long time. And so we have to, how can I call it? But we have to make sure that we strengthen ourselves within ourselves to have the opportunity to strive for those opportunities as well. But it cannot come like just like that, you know, because we are not used to that for a long time. But we are getting there. Are we proving ourselves? We have to prove ourselves. We have to. Yeah. I feel like this is the kind of conversation that's going to be at the Women's World Conference, the World Network Conference. Are these the kind of conversations you have? Okay, it should be one of them, but the conference that is coming up is to make people upbeat, to make sure, because the theme is going to be one. By the way, this is the second. So let's just talk about briefly what happened on the first, where, you know, what informed the decision to have this conference. Oh, what informed? It's because of the time and the space, as I've already told you, that we just looked at everything and we say, okay, how can we involve
women in
Yes.
this discussion and make sure to say you can make it, because the first conference was called Celebrating Womanhood. Is there
Okay.
anything? It was
Is there
called-
anything to celebrate?
No.
Okay.
It is called, let me remember.
Uh-huh.
It is called Celebrating Womanhood,
Mhm.
Natural, Influential Phenomena. Is there anything she
Nice.
can't do?
Mhm.
And the reason why we held that particular conference, we are challenging women. What in the world you can't do? Why? Because one of the ladies in the world, she doesn't have legs. Okay, I don't know how they call that term, but
Person
I
with a
have.
disability.
Yeah,
Mm.
she didn't have legs, but she was competing in the Olympics.
Yes.
You know, she had a
The Paralympics. Yes. yes,
yeah,
yes.
exactly that
Mm.
one. So now I was like, if she can do that, then why not
I
me?
know.
Why not me? Why not
Mm.
me? So we wanted to challenge that kind of stereotype
Mhm.
of, and also us saying, I can't be able to do this. I don't have resources. Maybe I don't have skills.
Yeah.
But we want women to look at themselves as human beings who can contribute to the development.
And
in
we
the
ask
world.
ourselves that question: what is it I can't do?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Are you continuing with the theme this year?
Yeah, no, we have a different theme.
Yes,
we
please.
have it's called the one thing.
The
And we
one
are-
thing.
Yeah, and we are
Matthew,
so
tell
happy.
us.
Yeah, the one thing. The one thing.
Yes. The one thing is every one of us in this world, there is that comfort zone.
Yes.
There is that thing that calls you out. There's that thing that defines who Flavia is. You see, when you go back, if I look back through Flavia's life, through you on TV from childhood, you get it. But you see, it meant that you have that ability. You were comfortable there.
With something.
Yes, with something. And that one thing is what has opened doors, you
Yes.
see, to greater heights. Now, can we focus on that? Can we look at that one thing? Eh? Many times we want to do many things.
many things,
Too
I
many things,
know.
and we forget that one thing that will always stand out in our lives.
That's
that
true.
yes, if you're doing a business, when you're seated there, if there is a recommendation, can I sit and I'm like, no, Flavia can do that, you see? And why? Because there is something about you that is very distinct about you that, yes, there are very many people who do that thing. But yours,
Something makes you different.
yes, that makes you
unique.
different
That's
and
true.
unique.
very
That is one thing we want to bring out in
Okay.
the women. Can they focus on that thing
I hear you.
instead of doing many things and forgetting actually what even?
What if I don't know what my one thing is,
That's
and
why
I'm
you
coming
should-
to the conference?
Yes.
You're going to help me?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
We are going to help you like this.
Hmm.
To think bigger
Mhm.
and go back in your closet
Mhm.
and say what is the one thing
Mm.
I'm going to do. Because successful people, all of them, even companies, focus on one thing.
That's true.
They don't do multiple things
They have to be known for something.
for something, and they excel in it.
Mhm.
You know, when you do the one thing, you become innovative,
Mm.
you become an expert,
Mm.
because the way you read the news, I may not even be able to.
I hear you. When is the conference?
Oh, the conference is running this Friday
This
Yeah.
Friday.
at
Friday.
Imperial
Where?
Royal.
Imperial Royal.
It's
Okay.
at the gates will be open at 1. The conference will start from 2 to 6.
Okay,
2 to 6.
Okay, so are we purchasing tickets? Are we?
Oh yes.
Yes.
The tickets run for 30,000. Companies can do a table at 1 million. But majorly, we just want people to come and know that thing.
Okay, so are we purchasing the tickets at Imperial Royal that day?
Yeah,
Imperial
you
Royal,
can-
or you can
call.
Okay,
Call in.
please.
The numbers, can you see the numbers?
Yes, please.
Yeah, sure. You can call 0702 565240 or 0774 12 8888, and you get your ticket. If you see Matthew passing by, he has your ticket.
Hijack. Okay, so that's Matthew Taktamoy, the chairman of the Women's World Network Conference for this year, which is the second. And I also had Elizabeth Kabanjira, who's the executive director of the Women's World Network. They're telling you the theme for this year is one thing. Get that one thing that you're very good at and do it. In fact, Jack Ma, the founder of Alibaba, big success, said that when there's so many rabbits on the ground and you want to get one, what do? And of course, Dwanzi's answered, you start getting as many as you can.
Yeah.
The answer is you just get one rabbit.
Yes.
So do that one thing. And if you don't know what that one thing is, as Elizabeth has said, come. They'll teach you how to figure that out. Then you can go sit quietly and figure that one thing out for yourself.
Yeah,
Thank you so much. You were saying?
so that the next thing they can leave Elizabeth.
Actually, don't look for Matthew. Look for Elizabeth. Thank you so much. That's it for Take Note. We're live in Gulu High Court. Ali Muvile and the team are there, of course, to get you these pictures. And happening today, the 33 from the Arua by-election campaign arrests have being arraigned today in Gulu High Court to hear their case. And of course, these pictures are coming to you. That's what is happening next. Ali Muvile will be taking on for the next segment as he reports live.